Russ, I want to begin with you and this idea of the Seminole spirit, because Nomads Two Worlds, I believe, is an ongoing project. You've been documenting this interest of yours. I wonder if you could tell us about the Seminole tribe of Florida and what this has to do with some of your work.
I've been collaborating with indigenous cultures since the year 2000 through Nomad Two Worlds, and basically I use it as a form of communication. So I will work with an indigenous culture, and through the photography, we sort of explore the culture, and I learn a lot, and we try to find a way to make that relevant. And I met the Seminole tribe of Florida, met Chief James E. Billy a few years ago, and I was just absolutely fascinated by this story. Numbers were 87,000, and they were crushed down to just 200 people. They've made a complete economic and cultural comeback, and that's the story that I wanted to cover, and we started a collaboration.
Behati, explain a little bit about how you got interested in this particular project with the Seminole tribe, because you went to visit them, and their history is they ended up, a lot of them, in Oklahoma, but the tribe still remains. It's got 4,000 members in Florida.
Yeah. Well, Russell approached me about it and told me the whole story, told me the history about it. I know Russell, you know, through work, and we're like family, so when he came to me with this amazing idea about bringing two worlds together and kind of showing everybody what amazing obstacles this tribe has gone through, I was just really honored to be part of it. I'd like to hear more about kind of what they've been through and the history with the tribe.
You talked about how you and Russell are sort of family because you've worked closely together, right? Does a family always get along? Because right now you've got New York Fashion Week, right?
Yes.
What is a typical, can you describe what a typical day is? You said you got up at, what, like 6:30 today? Maybe not a typical time, but what is a typical day to have to do all this?
Well, Fashion Week?
Yeah.
I mean, when I used to do all the shows, it's crazy. You get up at 6 in the morning, you go to hair and makeup, you're there for 2 hours, you rush to a next show, you're in traffic, your agent's on the phone screaming at you, you go to bed at 3, up at 6. I mean, it's crazy. Now I have the luxury to choose what I want to do. So I don't have to. 6:30. So I don't do every single show anymore. I can kind of pick and choose, so I'm lucky.
Tell people a little of your history. You're originally from Namibia.
Yes. My dad is from Namibia. I grew up in a little town called Grootfontein, which means big fountain in Afrikaans. And my family's still there. It's an amazing place to grow up. And I think that's why this project really spoke to me too, you know, growing up in Africa and seeing different cultures and stuff. It's very incredible to kind of open your mind to different people and what they have done in the world.
Russell, do you remember the first time that you got to work with Behati?
I've tried to scrub it out of my memory.
You have, all right. It sounds like a good story. Go ahead.
I remember working with Behati, I think, in the last 6 years. We started to work together, and we've just had a terrific work relationship. I mean, when we were doing this project, which is called Seminole Spirit, I was looking for someone that had what I feel is real spirit, that could carry this, because we're not trying to tell the history of the tribe. That belongs to the tribe. What we're trying to project is an idea of something forward and progressive. And Behati, it occurred to me throughout all my years, what I know about Behati is just she's got an amazing spirit. And so my experience of working with Behati is, it is like trying to get kittens in a basket someday. But it's
we're all over the place, working together. Yeah. We're like joking. It's such a fun environment. So I think it always works out when we get together. It's very organic.
All right. When you get to look at all the fashion that is available now, particularly this week at New York Fashion Week, is there something that stands out in your mind that you've seen?
I loved the Alexander Wang show. I thought it was really forward, and it had a lot of chain metal dresses, which I loved. Very goth, punk rock. It was very Marilyn Manson-y. Did you see it?
Yes.
I loved it.
All right. Clearly, you have another favorite in mind. Do you have something that is? I mean, you've been doing this, I got to say, for a while, right? You're a veteran at photography in the fashion world.
Yes, and certainly doesn't make me an expert at fashion. You're talking to an expert at fashion.
He's wearing flip-flops.
Well, I know that. Yes.
I'm still waiting for a designer to come up with a range of flip-flops. But the Donna Karan collection was amazing. I saw that 2 days ago. I'm driven by shapes and light and the idea of it